Hello students, welcome to the class. I'm Yogita. Our subject is psychology and today we are going to learn about methods of psychology. Now, psychology is nothing but it is termed as is a scientific study of human behavior. Now, to study this human behavior, we are making use of different tools or procedures. Now, these procedures, what we call as methods in psychology. Now here we can study mainly about six methods: introspection method, observation method, experimental method, clinical method, and survey method, and last one is a developmental method. Now let us see this method. First is introspection method. Now introspection means here individual is looking themselves. Self introspection. They are looking about themselves. This kind of method is called introspection method. Now in this, sometimes it is not possible for us to look at others, identify or else experience what they feel and what they think, how they experience, that we cannot make out. Now in that case we will select the individual subject and will ask them to understand about themselves. We'll ask them to look at about themselves, how they feel, how they experience. We train them, we tell them they have to make a study about themselves. The individual must concentrate on their own body and their thoughts and make a complete observation of their behavior. Now this method is called as introspection method. Now for example, now if any individual like they had experienced a very bad trauma, a crisis, now here after that we can ask them, we can ask the individual subject itself, like how do they feel after this traumatic incident. They can find out what are the changes, physical, psychological, emotional changes, what they can notice, how they find it difficult to cope with the situation. These are all things they can experience, then they can explain us and we will get the data. Now this method is called introspection. The merit is it's one of the oldest and easiest method. We can do it easily, very less expensive. It is not cost much, and a little training or guidance if you give, that's sufficient. As well as whenever we are not able to go into a person, in that case we can make use of this method. The demerits are it is like cannot be completely rely on the material what they said. Sometimes we cannot use this to on small children to understand the child behavior, or in case of mentally retarded person, if you want to make a study on animals, we can't use this introspection method. Okay, next is observation method. Now the word itself will understand we are having a keen, a close observation on the subject, then we are trying to understand their behavior, everything, whatever we want. Now this method is also known as systematic observation or naturalistic observation. Like now if I am the researcher, I am the psychologist, in a natural setting I am observing in a patient whatever I want, maybe a nature, behavior, any physiological change, psychological change, I am assessing, I am observing, then I am gathering the data. Now I can tell you one example. Now here you as a nurse, you went to you went to a patient and asked with the patient, how do you feel? Maybe some investigation we have to do, and patient is waiting for the diagnosis. They don't know what happened. They came in the hospital with some certain complaints, admitted. How do you feel? See, I asked a question, but now here I am having that subjective observation of that patient, their answer, their facial expression, gestures. Meantime, I can take a temperature, BP, vital signs, or any other test, so that I'll get a report. Now, based on that data, I'm preparing my data on the observation. So, this is a method of gathering a data about the subject. So, this method is called observation method. Now, a merit. Definitely, it is easy to do. We can trust the matter, it's reliable, we can verify. See, now I said that that a patient, Mr. Ram, his temperature is 100 degree. I said 100 degree. One more nurse can come and confirm whether it is 100 degree or less or more. See, observation method data, what you are getting, you can confirm the data. Then we can use it. We can analyze the data for the further study. We can also use this on animal behavior, mentally retarded person, or any person with a psychotic disorder, or any mentally retarded individual. You can make use of this. What is the demerits? Time consuming, very expensive. You need lot of equipments to do that. You need lot of time. You need a manpower. You want someone, one third person to observe the next person. Now I have to observe the other person. That means my time, my work, everything matters. So this is what called observation method. Third one is experimental method. Now this experimental method, this experiment, it gives a word meaning like try out, do something. You're doing something to get a result. Now here a psychologist, a researcher is not waiting until the behavior or any reaction happen in a natural setting. They are giving the stimulus, then they are checking for the reactions. Now here we can see this experimental method, exact reaction, exact result we are going to get. It is more trustworthy, more reliable, and we can do it in a certain way. Like here we can have a two group, controlled group and experimental group. Now example, you wanted to make a study, okay, make a study on individual or else adolescents effect of smoking. Now here you will have a two groups, one who is smoking, one who do not smoke. So now you are trying to compare the effect on their health. So here we'll make a two group, controlled and experimental group, and we are making a experiment on the subjects and we are trying to find out the result. Now this method is called experimental method. Merits are, it is reliable, you can cross check, you can experiment anytime, you can repeat the procedure wherever you want, you can conduct that. You need to make settings. But now the demerits, psychologists should have the information awareness about that experimental method, and very expensive, time consuming. Yes, so we learned now three methods. First one is introspection, observation method, and experimental method. Now we are continuing. Next method is clinical method. Now this clinical method is also known as case history method. Now here psychologists require to understand the patient, a detailed history of a patient. So we need to collect this information from the memory of your patient. We can take a help of patient family members, parents, friends, your close relatives who can help us to gather the information about the patient, like their family history, social history, personal history, occupation history, their disease condition, when they started with the problem, what medication they took, how many times they got admitted, what was their level of prognosis, whether they recovered. So all this information in detail we are getting. So this method is called case method. Now here a psychiatrist, a psychologist will get a depth of knowledge regarding the patient, why the problem arose, and this detailed case history help us to find the root cause of that problem. What is the basis for the patient behavior, like patient may experience anxious or fear or any kind of maladjustment, why this problem has occurred. Now to understand this basis, a detailed history of individual will help us. Now the merits, definitely we are able to sort out the problem, we are able to have a in-depth knowledge about the client. It also helps us to get some probable suggestions or solutions. Now the demerits, it's time consuming. You need patience and lot of energy to gather information from everyone. Also, it requires a good memory. So someone should able to recall and tell the event incident what happened in their past. So this is a demerit of clinical method. Next is definitely it was survey method. Now if you're it's not possible all the time we use some experimental method, observation method to get the information, but when the group is large, if you want to assess something, then we can go with survey method. Now survey method is also used in social psychology, where you want to assess the belief, attitude, behavior in a society. interpersonal relationship, we can make use of this survey method, where a large group of people are asked or surveyed at a given period of time. Now here you can use a method of questionnaire, checklist, or any ticking marks answers over the phone interview, or something can be used to gather the data. Now this is called a survey method. The merit is very easy to do. We can collect the information from a large group of people, and we can use a limited time. But now demerit is, it is very expensive. You need to have a knowledge, you need to take a large group of people, where you may have a physical and psychological burden. The last method is developmental method. Now this developmental method is also known as genetic method. That means we are not checking the behavior only when they are like an adult from, or they are in the childhood. We are trying to assess the behavior of an individual from their birth to death. Even from the period of conception, we are able to, we want to assess their information, like how was their antenatal mother period, how was the influence, what are the hereditary influence, environmental influence, and after the birth, how was the environment, how they born, how they brought up. These all things help us to understand the behavior of an individual. So what was the severe influence, strong influence of environment where individual is faced, so where a subject is gone through. So these all in detail we can gather from the birth to death. That method is called developmental method. It also called as genetic method. Advantage is definitely we can rule out the great history, we can find the problem, we can start assessing from birth to till the death. Demerit is like it is very expensive, time consuming, and it need lot of energy. So this is different methods what we use in psychology. I'll summarize. We studied about observation method. Observation method also known as systematic observation or naturalistic observation. Introspection also known as self-observation. Clinical method also known as case history method. Developmental method also known as genetic method, survey method, and experimental method. I hope you understood. So keep watching, keep studying. I'll see you in next video with a new concept. Take care of yourself. Bye bye.